goat? The goat is talking to
What?
us right now?
You say something? Say it again. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Recording that.
So, bye. You be good now. Y'all take care. Bye. Say bye. Bye. Still right now.
You have a message.
Yeah. God, what he's saying? He said K. Hunterville, Georgia, y'all. Ain't got no sign of life. I got all day to get on the road. Yeah, babe. Let's get it up. Somebody need to give up that Epstein list and quit bullshit.
And I'm extremely grateful for y'all too. Thank y'all again for pulling up. Make sure you hit the like button. Again, that's the only price of admission for our live streams. And I don't know if the notifications work or anything like that is working properly for you. If not, that's cool. But just make sure you check. Because I want to make sure everybody is here. Also, shout out to all 70 inside of our private Facebook group that pulled up through our course, our YouTube course that was created. It's not the greatest course, but I'm extremely proud of it. Extremely proud of it because I've never created a course before. My baby girl talked me into it. She said, Daddy, just brain dump, put all the things that you've learned over the years doing YouTube, Instagram, and all these other things. And it can help somebody. And apparently it is. And I'm extremely grateful for that too. I'm just happy. I know there's a lot of things going on in this world. And people who look like me, that's from my area.
Bro, I'm about to leave your channel. Talk too fucking much.
What? Welcome to Georgia Police Activity. The one source for police body cam footage in the state of Georgia. We hope you enjoy our next episode. Have a great day.
So she said you sent it on Amy Morgan, 7366. Sparkle, stay put. I'm marking up. You guys stay here.
Do you have an ID on you?
Sparkle, Thrasher. We should have this.
Don't you live over Athens Gardens? Yeah, you got your name tattooed on your arm, right? Yeah. Picked you up for warrants back in the day.
Damn. Athens on the map.
Did you want to go ahead and tell them about the bar? Yeah. Okay. Sparkle, come over here. Look at
The
this.
laundry room.
She said not to.
Steals from the store and hides in the laundromat.
So, like you say, you've been barred for 2 years. If y'all show up here again in the next 2 years, you'll be around for pressure on y'all. Alright, so I have to wait on a return for y'all. As soon as I get the return, you're free to go. Like 2 years, come back and you're done.
We're still waiting on the return. And you were recently in jail, so you shouldn't have any warrants, right? Oh, okay.
I want to smoke real quick.
You go, man.
So Amy, you're going to
Oh. All right, you're under arrest. Put your hands behind your back. Do you have anything on you that you're not supposed to have?
You have a message.
Yeah.
No. Throw it in the trash. Do you have anything on you that you're not supposed to have? Now is the time to be honest with me.
Be honest now.
You were just digging into your pockets.
Just said that this stuff is which stuff? Over here or here? On the second. She had some stuff over there. She said a little skinny lady. What's her name? Amy. Yeah, she said it probably has she's abandoned it.
Hey, you can just throw it away.
Went to the
You got cologne? What you been smoking this morning?
correct.
We deal with the other guy already?
Yeah, she left.
Little Amy.
Is that who that girl is?
Yeah,
I always wondered who she
Very
is.
high
Yeah.
squeaky voice.
yeah. Amy Morgan? Yeah.
I
Yeah,
see her
we
out
deal
there all
with,
the
I see her a
time.
lot. Yeah,
She lives behind Dollar Tree.
yeah.
Damn, know where you live
I
too.
asked someone else once, and they're like, I don't know, I can't tell you who that is.
Yeah.
She is.
Yeah, she's always out and about.
She's pretty low.
Yeah.
That's the thing, I've always seen her, but I've never really seen her causing problems.
Oh, no, she's never caused
But she's always,
Yeah.
because, I mean, I go home this way,
Mhm.
right? So
Yeah.
I see her almost every day.
Yeah, she's always like moving really fast.
Real fast.
Yeah.
Nowhere fast, and sometimes I can feel like a needle.
Tiny, as
Touch
tiny
like
can
it's
be.
broken out.
Yep.
That's why I asked if there's anywhere.
So we're gonna throw away your foil. And your straw. And your cigarettes.
Because they're going to get rid of one right now.
Yeah.
Because they can't verify that that's what that is.
She put
It
it,
could be something with fentanyl in it.
well, you just put her stuff in her pocket.
Yeah.
Okay.
Justin, this is yours?
On a bag?
This is hers.
Yeah, she's got a bag.
That's on her too.
Anything in there that we need to worry about? What about your hat? Anything back there?
She clicked the wrong fucking
Too non-essential. Show those subjects barred for period curious, please.
I wasn't even doing it, but why?
Yeah, they can bar you for any reason. If you were asked to leave and you didn't leave, then
Ask me to leave.
okay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Because I ain't telling anyone.
Mm. So is that Narcan for you or for somebody else? Yeah. So many straws. Oh, yeah. Better?
YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. She doesn't need an introduction. Megyn Kelly. Megyn, I am so stoked to have you here. You have become a legend in the conservative space. You started so long ago. Today you have such an epic following, but looking all the way back to 2015, when Donald Trump first announced, to today, just a little over a month since Donald Trump took office for the second time, did you ever imagine we'd be sitting here together right now and all the things that have occurred would have happened?
God, no. It's been such a journey, what a long, strange trip it's been. But thank God, I do believe everything happens for a reason. And I feel like my evolution, my own relationship with President Trump has been weirdly like one of the most important relationships of my life. It's sort of strange, professionally it has been. And it never could have gotten to where it is without having gone through what it did, Like, I almost feel like my respect for the president and my admiration of him is more meaningful because he genuinely earned it. He got me from a place of really not liking him very much to being one of his number one fans. And not because he in any way tried to woo me or tried to make me like him, just by being who he is, being as strong as he is, as resilient as he is, as determined, as ethical, just as unflappable, all the things he's been doing. That's what made me a Trump fan. It was nothing between us personally. All of that got me over whatever personal feelings I used to have.
Well, and I love that. And I love how honest you are about that, because I also think it takes a very big person to take a step back, to look at a situation and say, you know what, maybe I misjudged this. Maybe I could see things in a little bit of a different way. And I do love the relationship that I think you've cultivated with my father-in-law. I mean, we saw each other backstage at one of his last campaign rallies. And I remember just thinking to myself, like, how cool is it that you were there, that you spoke at that rally? You got such a huge response as well. At what point during the 2024 campaign did you actually feel comfortable vocally saying, I support Donald Trump?
I said it the day that Biden announced his Title IX revisions.
Oh.
And it was the first time I'd ever said who I was going to vote for. I was so angry that day. I knew I was going to vote for Trump, but I hadn't shared it, publicly. And that day I was just so outraged at what he had done. It was very clear that Trump had moral clarity on the issue. And I wanted everyone to understand, like, what a before and after moment that abomination of a Title IX revision was. And then I didn't think about like stumping for Trump. That seemed like yet another bridge to cross that I probably shouldn't. As I'm in a hybrid role now. I am still a journalist, but I do punditry mostly in my day job. And so when they asked me if I would speak at that rally, I was like, oh, well, that's a new bridge to cross. And my husband's like, oh, I don't think you should do it, Meg. He's a Trump voter too, but he was like, you're kind of in this other lane.
Oh, shit.
You don't want to.
What you doing?
You don't want to compromise that. And I said, honey, I don't know what to tell you. I know I need to do it. I need to do it. And Laura, it was one of those things where at the time he was being attacked for saying that he would protect women. And I totally understood what he was saying. And I completely believed him. And it was one of the main reasons I wanted to vote for him, because in so many lanes I believed he would protect women, and did in his first presidency. Right. And I knew, just given our history too, that I could be an effective advocate for him on that point in particular, which was everywhere. So I'm like, I've got to do it. And you guys were so generous. You and Eric have both always been so generous and kind to me, even when things weren't as great between Donald and myself. And that was a magical night, seeing you backstage, like the energy in that room, everything that night was just, there was something incredibly special about it. And that was when I first started to get it, like, he's gonna win. This is happening tomorrow night.
Yeah, no, I mean, and I think we all felt that, but I love the whole conversation that you had actually with your husband, because I think a lot of people came out this election in particular, Megyn, and they said, I have to speak out. I mean, you look at Elon Musk, he really hadn't been that vocal about anything until, after Butler, after the assassination attempt against Donald Trump. He then, of course, made that first appearance back in Butler, Pennsylvania. And man, was he in it to win it. But there were so many instances, whether it's Dana White, whether it's Elon Musk, whether it's you. This election, I think people really got it. Like, they understood that. Could you imagine for a second, Megan, after the word salad that Kamala Harris just displayed?
Showed up at that LA, I can't remember what sports game it was. It was the Lakers, I guess. And no one even cared. It was like a middling. No one cares. She inspires no one, not even a leftist crowd in the basketball arena out in California. I mean, her state. And think about if she were in there continuing these devastating policies at the border when it comes to women, when it comes to our economy, the Ukraine, the Middle East. I mean, in less than 2 months, all of that could be, I mean, all but wrapped up. 2 months of a Trump presidency, never mind 4 years. So I literally get down on my knees and thank God that it worked out the right way every day.
Same, and amen to that. I do want to ask you, maybe it's been hard for you. How have you been coping with the news that Joy Reid is no longer on air?
It really is bittersweet, isn't it? It's like,
yeah, because she does give a lot of crazy material for you to talk about.
Yeah, it's like a no-brainer. Sure, she needed to go. Yes, she's a virulent racist and she hates America, so it was an odd choice. But I mean, was there anybody better? It's like between her and Sunny Hostin for the soundbite machine on your show. I mean, we still have Sunny. That's good. There are still some lunatics over on MS and CNN for that matter. But Joy was in a class of one. I'm counting on this lane, the digital lane, for her to resurrect and say even crazier shit, because now she won't have the I guess, ostensible bosses at MSNBC to try to rein her in. She'll be
no filter.
Full Joy.
Yeah, Full Joy. I like that. That's a good name for her show. She should contact you. Maybe she'll pay you some royalties on that. Here's something I wonder. As the former co-chair of the RNC, I take a look at the Democrat Party and I say, oh my God, if I were a Democrat right now, I would be beside myself. First of all, I mean, there are a lot of questions I'd have for myself. But outside of that, this is a party, Megan, that is so lost, who I would think in the wake of such an epic win for Donald Trump on November 5th, would have taken a moment, taken a step back and taken stock as to why they lost this election. You see Donald Trump every day, as you say, delivering on the promises. You get a present every morning when we wake up with the executive orders. It's happening and it's breakneck speed. Do you think the Democrats have received and will receive the wake-up call for the future of their party? Because I see them doing the same failed things over and over again, and they're still doubling down on the crazy.
Yeah, no, I don't see any changes. They're not able to. That woke ideology when it comes to gender, when it comes to race, all of it is so strong within their party. It's really like a malignant tumor that has metastasized, and it cannot be excised. It's too late.
Yeah.
The whole patient has to go at this point. I keep looking at it like it's as if a husband and a wife are married and the wife puts on an extra 300 pounds and becomes extremely depressed, and all she's doing is complaining, and the husband eventually says, peace out. This is not for me. And instead of like saying, did I have any role in his exit? Like, maybe I should consider my dietary habits and my lifestyle habits and my non-sunny demeanor. She triples down. It's like Haagen-Dazs every day. She only takes in negative media and spouts out nastiness and thinks she's going to get a better man second time around. Like, the whole thing needs to be redone, sister. We need a full makeover if I'm a Democrat. Like, we've got to completely ditch the old plan and start anew. Like, go back to Bill Clinton's Democratic Party, which, whatever you think of it, knew how to win elections, was capable of winning elections. This one isn't. And I'm not sure how many they're going to have to lose in order to realize that.
Yeah, for years, customers have been asking if MyPillow sells cross-neck.
And looking for those Canadian people that are kind of jumping back and forth. I understand.
She thinks Canadians are trying to find a way to cross the border. But she doesn't know that Canada has border crossings. And Canadians have passports.
Do not come. She went to the southern border.
Just let me finish now this time.
You know things are bad when the producer has to start talking. Clinton Jaws, please subscribe. It's the only thing I care about. The View, yes, The View had everything. You guys got to watch this. It had everything today. It had pouting, anger, moodiness. Whoopi gets bored and falls asleep. I love girls. But really, do any of them actually ever get along? When they're in a group or when they work together? I shouldn't have said that. I take that back. It gets so heated during commercial. I know something happened during commercial that the producer comes on. Why would the producer have to come on? Let's have a glass of wine, let's watch, and let's get some headaches.
And Alyssa Farah Griffin. Now, let's get things started.
I'm grossing myself out here.
One of the biggest issues of the last presidential campaign was reforming our immigration system. And yesterday, the White House announced a brand new path to U.S. residency.
It's really embarrassing when you try to tell a joke and you stumble all over the punchline.
With an expensive toll. Take a look.
We're going to be selling a gold card. You have a green card. This is a gold card.
I'm going to buy one.
We're going to be putting a price on that card of about $5 million, and that's going to give you green card privileges plus. It's going to be a route to citizenship. Perfect. And wealthy people will be coming into our country by buying this card. They'll be wealthy, and they'll be successful, and they'll be spending a lot of money and paying a lot of taxes and employing a lot of people. And we think it's going to be extremely successful.
Would a Russian oligarch be eligible for a gold card?
Yeah, possibly. Hey, I know some Russian oligarchs that are very nice people.
You know, remember when Elon bought America?
Yeah.
He could have saved money with this. Because this is only $5 million.
What The View does on purpose, they fail to tell you the purpose of it all.
The money's earmarked for deficit reduction?
It may be earmarked for deficit, but it actually could be more money than that. I mean, if you did 10 million, you'd have $15 trillion left over. But generally, it's going to be paid down debt, yes.
Which makes it a brilliant idea. But if they told the truth, they wouldn't have any content.
They will definitely come here if this kind of thing can be bought. And it's
Look at this. Look at Whoops. Imagine running a show, and that's the product you give your home viewers and the live studio audience. That's what Whoopi is giving them. You call that entertainment? She's falling asleep. How is this show still on the air? Oh my God.
Forget this gold card. It's a stupid idea, in my opinion.
Stupid idea to pay down the debt. In her opinion.
Yeah. But $2 trillion in cuts will include...
She can barely keep her eyes open. How? How is it still on the air? You can't make it up. This is so priceless.
You know, fine, you want to come in here and bring your $5 million with you and create jobs? Maybe. But all these people, what happens to them? That's what I want to know. Well,
don't even know why they're clapping.
But I think what's fascinating to me is that, yes, he ran on immigration, and he ran really on the southern border, because we know we also border Canada, and that's actually the largest border, but they're not really going into Canada and looking for those Canadian people that are kind of jumping back and forth. I understand.
She thinks Canadians are jumping over the border. She thinks Canadians are trying to find a way to cross the border. But she doesn't know that Canada has border crossings. And Canadians have passports. Idiot! How dumb can you be? And Alyssa, whatever her name is, hot stuff. Well,
Hot stuff.
she puts her in her place here, and she does not appreciate it.
Canadian people that are kind of jumping back and forth.
This is a misnomer. It's not Canadians that come across the northern border. The northern border crisis. No, it's people coming from other parts of the world, India, Mexico. But there's not a bunch of Canadians flocking. There's probably more Americans going to Canada right now.
Because I spoke to Governor Whitmer about it. But let me just that was a
misunderstanding.
Can I just finish what I was saying?
Yeah.
So that I don't
6,000 Canadians.
So that I don't lose my thought. Can I just say what I was trying to say before I lose my thought?
When my buddy was 17, he had a girlfriend, and that's how she used to act.
I'm just trying to talk here. I guess I can't talk.
She would pout. Sunny pouts like a 12-year-old girl here. Watch.
It is honestly, I guess I can't speak. So it seems to me this was never really just about immigration. It was about a certain type of immigrant. And so now we have these
Can I just clarify though?
Can I finish talking?
Yes.
Thank you. So, but it's not okay to provide a path to citizenship for people that have been here, like the DACA recipients, for other people that look a different way.
So just to clarify, because there is
she gets applause.
It is not Canadians crossing from Canada into the United States.
Who is it?
It is Mexico and India are the two largest places that people are coming.
Just said, who
because
is
they're
it?
seeing that it's actually easier than going through the cartels and going through a more secure southern border. So if they have the resources, that's what the northern immigration is.
You know what I want somebody to make a decision about immigration.
And actually,
they did.
I want somebody to make a decision about immigration.
They did. Whoops.
Because if you're saying if you got enough money, you can come. But if you don't have the money, we don't want to take care of it. I want somebody to make a decision.
They
Either
did.
you're welcome here and you come or you're not.
Right.
But this, maybe you get in this, maybe, you know,
Congress hasn't passed immigration reform in 30 plus years.
I understand that.
No, you don't.
The same way Kamala Harris said, do not come. She went to the southern border.
Just let me finish now this time.
Let me finish, girl.
My point is, we have spent over 100 years saying to people, come, you're welcome. We'll take you, we'll take. Now nobody knows how you get in. What do you do? We need folks coming in to help us figure out how to do stuff. We're not the only people on the planet.
What Whoopi doesn't know is Trump's already fixed it. It's no longer a problem. He's fixed it. Like that. Oh, it's not over. They go to commercial. And something bad happens during commercial. How do I know this? Watch the next clip.
One of the joys of this gig is that there's never enough time to get anything said. Because we only have, what is it, in all 37 minutes to really get.
You know things are bad when the producer has to start talking. Something happened. Why am I so excited? I don't know.
Everything out and try to get all and guests and all kinds of stuff. So from time to time, you'll see us going
like you did during commercial.
And it's because people are feeling passionate and want to talk. And because we are not just
Sunny.
a political show, we talk about lots of different stuff about. So we're going to finish up what we were doing before we left.
What's that, Sunny?
If folks have more to say.
I don't.
Okay.
The point out, and I know it gets heated, and I don't.
Sunny doesn't have anything to say. Because Sunny's upset. She's pouting. Like my kids when my kids pout. I was speaking. Okay, I was speaking. And you guys, no, you can talk now. No, I'm not going to talk now. You guys interrupted me. You told me not to talk. And I'm just going to go to my room. Because you wouldn't let me speak. That is Sunny. A 12-year-old girl.
You're mean to me. Hey, that's what you said to me.
Watch her face.
If folks have more to say.
I don't.
Okay.
The point out, and I know it gets heated, and I don't mean to step on people when I do. I'm working on interrupting.
You don't have to
something that I
apologize.
think missing.
Seems to me that the history of the country is more about getting workers here rather than refugees.
Finally
If you know
gets
your
it.
history, during World War II, there were Jews who
Finally
were
gets it.
escaping the Holocaust, and they were sent back. They were not allowed to come here. So refugees is not the number one. Number one is to get people to pick your vegetables and things like that.
And to have a good nanny.
Well, can I also? I do have something else to say.
There are people.
She's done her time out, guys.
We're talking about these,
Yes.
we need to bring other people into this country because Americans don't know enough and because Americans apparently can't get the job done.
Yeah, that's what you do. You bring in the rocket scientists. Like Einstein, MC squared equaled us winning World War II. That's what you do. You capture the brilliant people and you bring them in. She got a problem with that.
Why don't we then work on our education here as opposed to blowing up the Department of...
6 episodes, I swear to God, they said there was nothing wrong with American education. Because Trump said they were low on education, so The View came on and said, no, there's nothing wrong with our education. Now there's a problem.
Look over there. Look, I want you to look over at
I see him over there.
I'm like, no, look at Paul. Paul's got the face. Okay. We'll be right back.
What is that? You might be back, but I
Podcast. Ooh, you know your political career going downhill when you're going to start a podcast when you're probably one of the most unpopular governors in American history. These people are so like my wife used to always say this. She can tell when somebody is weird. They look weird. He looked like a snake oil salesman. He don't look like a genuine guy. He looked like a salesman with Botox in his forehead so it don't move. Got his hair slicked back like Beetlejuice. He's like a fictitious character. Roll the clip.
We need to change the conversation. And that's why I'm launching a new podcast. And this is going to be anything but the ordinary politician podcast. I'm going to be talking.
Stop. Just anybody can do a podcast now. I mean, anybody. I'm going to get both. My son can do a podcast better than him. I'm going to get my 4-year-old. I'll put that on everything. Both can do a better podcast than Gavin Newsom. Anybody can just give everybody a microphone, let them have a podcast. These people are silly. These are silly this is. Roll the clip.
The people directly that I disagree with, as well as people I look up to. But more important than anything else, I'll be talking directly with you, the listener. Real conversations. What's going on with the cost of eggs? What are the impacts, real impacts to you around tariffs? What power does an executive order really have? And what's really going on inside of Doge? Look, there's an onslaught of information that we take in. So let's take it to the sources without the typical political mumbo jumbo. In the first few weeks, we're going to be sitting down with some of the biggest leaders and architects in the MAGA movement. This is Gavin Newsom.
Bro, don't you got a state to be focusing on?
Meanwhile,
how about your podcast tell us how y'all done blew all that mother freaking money in California? How about your podcast tell us why you paying $9 billion for illegal aliens health care? How about you tell us where all that money came from, or where that money went that's supposed to go to the homeless epidemic, and you still got people out there with they hoo-ha hanging out. I seen one lady on the side of the road, she wiping her stuff like this, everything hanging out. I happened to look over and I'm like, oh man, she got all of it hanging out. And she wiping it with a towel on the side of the road. Where am I? Then I saw a Home Depot. I saw a Home Depot on the side of the road. I'm looking and I see saws, I see drills hanging over a wall. They got a whole setup on the side of the road. They just stole stuff from Home Depot and had it lined up so you can go buy it. What is happening? People cooking chicken and burritos on the corner. They on the corner of the street with all the cars driving by and the fumes and the buses and they cooking burritos right there. Man, California is crazy as a mud, man. I ain't even talking about Skid Row. I'm talking about random places going throughout California with homeless people burning stuff down. How about you do a podcast about that, Gavin? How about you do a podcast about how you cheated on your wife with your campaign manager's wife? How about you talk about that? Let's podcast that, Home Skillet. How about when it was COVID time and you on there telling everybody they can't see their family for holidays, and you up at that laundry, what is that called, a French laundry, with all your buddies in a little glass room, nobody got a mask on. Explain that to us, bro. Podcast about that. I got so much more. I have so much more. The fact that they're in billions of dollars worth of debt in California, and the governor wants to do a podcast, that's insane. I'm going to have people from MAGA that I disagree with. No, how about you had a fire chief there? How about you had a fire chief that tell us what the happened when people whole house burned down? How about you have people's houses burned down on your podcast? Y'all see this? He can't be serious. Gavin can't be serious. It can't be. Somebody really edited that video and put it out and thought it was a good idea to introduce his podcast after one of the most catastrophic fires to ever exist in California history. And this is the right time for you to start a podcast. What he's really doing is he's trying to get his name and reputation up there so he can run for president. He don't give a F about you Californians. I want y'all to understand that. He don't care about y'all. These people are narcissists. I can see he's a narcissist from the TV. All right, let's get the other. What's the greatest hits one? All right, let's play it. Roll it.
Welcome to the Gavin Newsom podcast. I know no one actually asked for this and they'd prefer I do my actual job instead of whatever the hell this is, but everyone knows I march to the beat of my own drum, which is why when I locked everyone down during COVID, I still went to fancy restaurants that you poor losers couldn't even afford to work at, let alone eat at. I appreciate the poor optics of another podcast hosted by a straight white male, but the world needs this now more than ever. And from what I've read online, most people don't consider me straight or a man anyhow. Have I made mistakes as governor? Not really. Actually, no. I have never made a mistake, ever. I guess banging my campaign manager's wife could be viewed as a mistake, except hypergamy is a very common lifestyle in California. Some people like to say I was asleep at the wheel, which made the LA fire substantially more devastating. But again, I haven't made any mistakes. Also, aren't you amazed how little I'm using my hands while I talk? My aides told me the way I talk makes me look like a complete psychopath. So I'm doing my best to talk like a normal person right now. Plus, I'm not a psychopath, just a sociopath. Those are two very different things. Oops, I'm doing it again. Old habits die hard. Don't tell that to my new campaign manager, though. Just kidding. Or am I?
If you like that, make sure.
Hold on, play it.
Sure to subscribe and follow for more.
I'm Donald Trump and I approve this message. Follow and subscribe to Danny's Perfect Content.
So I don't know if y'all know Danny Jokes. I don't know how they don't ban him, but I'm glad they don't because I like the guy. But he literally do AI, but he don't say it's AI. We know that's AI. AI actually is, maybe AI interpreted what he said and they came up with that. This is AI. People can tell it's AI because the mouth kind of moves a little different, but my God, dude, it's close though. His hand movements and words and stuff all kind of went together. That's what Gavin Newsom actually meant. AI is saving us. It interpreted what that fool was saying. All right, we got one more compilation of this idiot so you can give you more proof why his podcast is, ain't nobody watching this. Roll the clip.
The hell's going on? Clean it up. You've heard him bloviate on TV, interviews, and social media, but never before have all his failures been brought together in one collection.
We all need to self-medicate periodically.
The people that brought you Biden's blunders and Kamala's cackles now proudly present Gavin Newsom's greatest hits.
This whole damn border debate is made up. It's made up.
And who could forget?
Well, finally, California is going to get it right with this new high-speed rail.
Timeless classics.
If we can just get everybody vaccinated that's not vaccinated, that's refusing to get vaccinated, that's living vaccine-free and impacting the rest of us. It's like drunk drivers.
And cliches.
These are organized gangs of people that are coming at it. Forgive me for saying gangs. I know that's not a pejorative. Organized groups of folks.
Everyone's favorite.
Deeply sorry about that. I've hurt someone I care deeply about, Alex Turk, and his friends and family.
Platitudes.
I thought I was dumb. And we look like a third world country. We haven't been looking that good in the last few decades in the state.
And failures like.
And that's why we established this framework, what we call a 10-year plan to end chronic homelessness in San Francisco.
Order Gavin Newsom's greatest hits by calling 1-916-445-2841. Gavin Newsom's greatest hits, not available in stores.
Terrific, bro.
Delivery, money back guarantee. Please, for the love of God, keep this guy out of the house.
This is how snake oil. It's like the snake oil hotline. Gavin Newsom should actually be doing his podcast on these little shows. Back in the day, they used to come on at night. I mean, some of y'all old enough to remember that. Nick probably too young. Them infomercials used to be diabolical, bro. I thought, Jesus, I almost bought some of that water they were selling. That dude came on there. I forget who he was. Duplessis or something, whatever. Come on there. God is talking directly to you tonight. And I'm like, really? yeah, you. God wants you to be holified.
Pause.
With this water. And I said, dang, that's crazy. God has water for me. It's only $99.99 and 3 months supply. I'm like, oh man, where you get it from? I got it from the Jordan River. What are you talking about? Bro, you selling me water? I thought you was gonna give me a word from God. You got some holy water, something spiritual gonna happen. Bro, you $99.99. You could have said $20 or $25. You could have gave a straight number. You $9.99.99 for 9 months. Snake oil salesman. Them people, they going straight to hell. I just want y'all to know, I always wondered, like, who going to hell? Like, that's crazy that some people are gonna go to hell. It's them people that be on that infomercial, and Gavin Newsom and all these other people that's out here that's knowingly and intentionally conning you with a straight face. I could never, like, I don't know. It's hard to trust a man that cheat on his wife. Now if you gave your life to Christ and you had a hard time and you changed, then okay, I can forgive you. But people that don't believe in God and they ain't repentant and they cheating on their wife and stuff, it's hard to trust somebody like that. You even if you wanted to, how do you get yourself to a point where you cheating on your wife? Do you maybe because if you're not famous, it's different. I don't know. You know how crazy it'd be if I cheated on my wife? Do you know how crazy? First of all, I'd probably get killed. But outside of her killing me or her daddy killing me, you know how much you have to lose to do something like that? Like, I don't ever want to be in a video. I just want y'all to know I'm sorry. I had a lapse of judgment. I just want y'all to forgive me. Thank y'all for y'all support. And y'all ain't never, ever. It ain't nothing ain't worth that. Then my kids, like, I'm not gonna see Bo. I gotta have custody and child support and for who? What piece of you gonna get to make that your life hard like that? What are y'all doing? She may be fine, but she ain't worth that. Oh, my wife is good enough, baby. My wife's fine. She fine enough. I'm happy. I'm blessed. I got everything going for me. Hey, somebody messing with some campaign, somebody else's wife. Can I say this real quick? I don't know why a man want to mess with somebody else's leftovers. I'm just being honest. She married to him. He been doing all kind of nasty stuff with her. And you finna mess over your wife to be with his hand-me-downs. You know what that man been doing with that woman? He's his wife. He's doing all kind of freaky stuff. And you going behind him to do that on your wife. Okay. I don't get it. Y'all tripping out here. Then y'all got these little nasty girls on Instagram. Do you know how many? You know that's a rental car. You finna leave the woman that married you to take care of your kids, that help you when you wasn't nothing, to drive a rental car. Everybody, if she online and you can see all this, everybody ran through that already. Everybody played. Everybody playing. You know what I mean? Dudes out here with money that's playing with that. They played. They didn't play. They didn't. Dudes swindling. I have friends that can swindle anybody. They swindling. They swindled her. She broken. She got that on there. She got that on there. She twerking and doing all this stuff. She's sexualized. She got OnlyFans. And you gonna ruin your marriage to a woman that's committed to you to drive a rental car. You got to be crazy. You got to get a certified pre-owned. Okay, certified pre-owned. I don't know how many new cars out there, but you get you a certified pre-owned, you'll be good. Y'all turning down a certified pre-owned for a lemon that they got a salvage title. And you're gonna lose your family for a salvage title. Some of y'all mad at me, but I'm just telling the truth. I'm helping some men out there. Women don't want to hear you talk like this. A salvage title. You better teach y'all daughters. Y'all better start teaching your daughters to compete. When I say compete, that means the less you give yourself away, the more value you have.
What is your body count?
Honestly, about 21.
She belongs to the street.
No, I need to hear my daughter speak. Now we're having a come to Jesus.
What is it? 8?
Are you disappointed in your daughter?
She's starting out.
There's like a whole backstory. I can get into it, but
don't you not one of y'all better get in the comment section and be like, that ain't real. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. You may not think it's real, but the man that you want to be with think it's real. The less you give away, the more value you have. The more you give it away, the less value you have. You still may be a good woman, but your value have dropped from here to here. Your stock is down. It's like a car. The more you crash the car, the less insurance gonna cover it, the less sturdy it is. The more you doing that, the less emotionally stable you are, the more hurt you done been through, the breakups, the betrayal, the trust issues. Quit lying to yourself. Men too. Y'all ain't off the ring. Y'all think y'all listening to these gurus. I'm a red pill guru. Women fresh and fit. I'm gonna bring fresh on or fit. I'm gonna bring Myron on. And me and him was chopping up. I gotta whoop him over the head with masculinity. And I think me and him probably agree on a few things, but you talking about you gonna sleep with a bunch of women and that make you a high value man? You gotta be stupid. Sleeping with a bunch of women as a high value man, it disqualifies you because you are putting yourself, you are creating liabilities in your success. Unless you Elon Musk and you can pay these women $10 million a piece a year and then it won't hurt your pockets. The average man, you got a company, you got success, you have endeavors, and you go and sleep with all these women and one of them get pregnant, you finna go through 18 years of hell for no reason. That's not high value man. Now God can forgive you, can turn it around, but I'm just saying if that's how you live in your life, I gotta speak to somebody. Don't do that. All right, young men, be a good man. Don't listen to the Joneses. Don't listen to all these men say sleep with all these women. It ain't worth it. After a while, it's all the same stuff. You're just doing the same stuff over and over and over again, think you're gonna get a different experience. You just wasting your time and hurting people's daughters and hurting your reputation, and then you're gonna get to a point where you finally want to be in love, but you all messed up because you can't keep your stuff in your pants. I could do a whole course on this. I should. Maybe.
They said that he had a mask on, but the mask he had on was like a COVID mask, so. Yeah. It's not that. It's him saying, "Give me the money." It's him saying, "Give me money," and give me the phone. He's acting in a violent and disorderly manner. Yeah. I mean, run it by O'Neill, but yeah, he's on the way. Pretty cool. You don't get that every day. Nobody was hurt. Good job. And he started saying something about this guy. We got problems with him constantly. Yeah. Charge him with something like that would be pretty good. This guy here. He started saying money. The 1096 guy that we deal with all the time. Yeah, Michael. Yeah, this is Michael. Tim? Yeah. I didn't know that. Yeah. He was the guy down at Hollywood. Off earlier. Hollywood. Hotel Holiday. Yeah. He still seemed like he's on or something. Yeah. So, because as soon as he took off running over here, I like yanked him and he just tensed up so strong. I was like, oh God, I'm by myself, nothing into no. Yeah, you came over the radio over that that person down earlier. I thought you were like crying. I was like, what the crap happened? About ran coat over here. You sound like you were crying. There's O'Neill. Yeah, I was upset because my freaking bank stuff happened. But apparently it was a bank. It was like you can articulate a robbery. Attempted bank robbery. He was basically walking there and he was like acting really violent and erratic, and he was like, give me a phone, give me money, and walking into all their offices, like into the bank teller offices, and they were like, get out, and they all got scared to hit the panic alarm, and they called us, and he takes out, when I get here, he takes out storm running, essentially. Not storm running, but like walking away and stuff.
So I went in there, I'm thinking by his behavior,
had a mask on,
and demanding money.
No, the dog was
on. Probably by intimidation. Yeah.
You searched him yet?
I did not. I just threw him back in my car.
Yeah, so he needs to be searched. If you're arresting him, he needs to be searched.
Yeah, before he goes in the car, make sure.
Well, if he's just detaining him, you can pat him down for weapons on the car real quick. But if you're arresting him, let's get him searched so we get everything off of him that we need to get off of him.
All right. Do you want to help me search him?
Yeah. I haven't seen his face. It's okay. All right, come on here. Face the vehicle.
Anything on you that's not put me, skin, or hurt me, or any drugs? Okay.
Not real deal. Can't have it. Where's my book bag at, bro?
No idea.
Where's my book bag?
You got a lighter on.
Okay. Alright, this is all good.
Okay, what I'm gonna lock up.
We'll let you know in a second. Just have a seat in the car. Go in the car.
Get in the car.
Wait,
Get in the car. Go ahead and step in the car.
I said I only did, Nando, bro.
Go ahead and step in the car. Either you get in the car by yourself or we put you in the vehicle. It's your choice.
Go. Fix the car. Sam, what I'm getting, I got the right. I'm gonna tell you. Oh man. But wait, he said I wouldn't even be. I was right now obstruction. I think that's obstruction. Last chance to get in the car.
Thank you, sir. Forget it about this. Get all the way back in. Go ahead, sit back first, go all the way in. It's not optional. It's just how you do it. It's optional. Thank you, sir. Go ahead and put your feet in all the way for me. Put your feet all the way in for me. Go to the rest. Put your feet all the way in the car. Put your feet all the way in the car.
Quick question. So when he was in here demanding like money and the phone, were you guys thinking he was trying to rob the phone?
Yeah, he tried to get back here.
Tried to get back here?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got to do our thing. Get the phone out. Y'all know what it is. I like checks now. Right there. Gloves on. We are done for the day. All right, we out of here. Hit the wrong button. Out of here. The quickness. I'm 16 with the quickness. Colors Road. Turn right. Colors. You know, you come out at the Exxon if you turn right. Turn right, come out. Colors. I gave him a break because he think about buying a new one. Go get that money, man. Don't buy a new one, pay me. Let's get some barbecue chicken biscuit. Then we'll call tomorrow's customers. Okay. This is McCullough's. Georgia 20. And there go the cop. Bank in the morning. Alright, that's it for today. We're going to go home, relax, enjoy this warm, beautiful 66 degrees. We'll be back out here tomorrow grinding. This is your boy Doug, 60 Game.